And if you look at political correctness and this whole transgender explosion.
Yeah. Go on, do it. Say what you want.
Don't even start.
No, we'll be another 2 hours.
Don't start me off. Because that's a complete scam. It's not about, just a very quick aside, it's not about respecting people who feel they're in the wrong body. It's not about that. That's just the excuse. It's about divide and rule. We now have feminists and transgender people in conflict. It's another fault line, but there's really very much more to it than that, and it goes very deep. But what that's doing, if you look at it, it's creating subdivisions and subdivisions and subdivisions of self-identity. We're now, in terms of looking at self-identity, we're looking down the wrong end of a frickin' telescope. They're getting minute. I am LGB, blah, 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 blah. And what it's doing, every time you subdivide into a smaller perception of self, you are getting further and further and further away from the true self, which is consciousness. Consciousness, awareness, a state, that's what we are. And so when in the body you can stop self-identifying with the labels and start to self-identify with being the consciousness, everything changes. Because what self-identification with labels does is it focuses attention, and your interaction with the cosmic field of probability and possibility is limited by that focus of attention within that frequency. Once you say, they are my experiences, I am the infinite awareness having those experiences, you start to interact with possibility and probability on a vastly greater scale. And suddenly, life becomes an adventure. Suddenly, your life changes. People that represent the old frequency of your life, they disappear. New people come in, new opportunities happen, amazing coincidences happen that didn't happen before. Oh, it's a miracle. Fancy me? No, it's not a miracle. You're interacting with possibility and probability on a vaster scale. Therefore, probability and possibilities happen in a more extraordinary way than they do when you're there. And this is... when you do the research and you realize what is actually manipulating this world, you realize that while the vast majority of people that are making decisions every day, like politicians and people, etc., are overwhelmingly 99.999% clueless about reality, as are most scientists, vast majority of scientists and doctors and all of them, deep in the shadows, out of the public arena, where it's all coming from. They understand how this works. They know that if they can hijack your perception, they can hijack your experience by this feedback interaction between your perception, which creates your frequency band of interaction with the cosmic field of possibility and probability. The more they can contract our sense of self, the more they can control our life experiences and suppress it to the point where we're no problem to them.